Welcome back. I'm now here with Stuart from EnviroWestern. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You were telling me about two initiatives recently. Can you explain those to us?
Yeah, so two of the core focuses that EnviroWestern is going to focus on this year. One of them is Divest Western U, and another one is a water bottle-free campus. For Divest Western U, in order to kind of understand the campaign, you got to do a little bit of math, but it's not going to be too hard because there's only 3 numbers.
Okay.
So the first number is 2. 2 degrees Celsius is the amount that the world agrees on that the world can warm. Politically speaking, it's really the only number that the world agrees on in terms of climate change. The next number is 565 gigatons. A gigaton is 1 billion tons. So
huge.
Very big. So 565 gigatons is the amount of carbon that we can pour into the atmosphere before we're able to hit that 2-degree threshold of global warming.
Wow.
And at the current pace we're doing 30 gigatons a year, and with the 3% increase a year, if you do the math, it's only 15 years before we hit that 565 gigaton threshold. The last number is the scary one. It's 2,795. That number is the amount of gigatons that the fossil fuel industry currently has in their reserves. As you can see, that number is about 5 times as much as the threshold to keep the planet at a safe temperature. So once you really understand that number, you really understand the essence of the problem. We're kind of locked into a future that we can't survive, and it really is, I feel we have a moral responsibility to do something about that.
Absolutely. So these are big numbers, right?
Very big
and
numbers.
And EnviroWestern, in your objective, you say small steps, big impact.
Yes.
So these, the numbers you were talking about, that's big impact. How on campus, as students, how can we change? What are our small steps that we can do?
Really, EnviroWestern is the students' answer to environmental issues, and we kind of provide the avenue for advocacy as well as action. So as simple as kind of just signing up, even signing a petition or liking the corresponding pages on Facebook is a very small step that in the long run has a huge impact.
For sure. You were telling me something about the water bottle.
Yes.
Like plastic water bottles?
Yeah, so, you might have heard, but a few campuses like Washington, Windsor, for example, have gone totally water bottle free.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, especially, I don't know if you've ever seen a Brita commercial, but they show some pretty scary statistics about water bottle and the waste it produces.
Sure.
There's about 50 billion water bottles used each year, and 80% of that goes into a landfill.
Wow.
80% of 50 billion. So, really, I'd love to see Western kind of jump on that bandwagon of being a water bottle-free campus. And the thing that would take is really just kind of getting that word out to everyone and, trying to build the student support. And if the students want to do that, then it can happen, because that's what happened at Windsor and that's what happened in Washington.
Oh, for sure. And I think, Western's already on route to get there because, I know in Weldon, and most of the new buildings or the ones that have been have done construction on.
Yeah.
There are those. They're not necessarily water fountains, but
for the refill stations.
The refill stations.
Yes, we want to really redefine how people hydrate themselves, and that's really what it's all about. And I think Western's on a good path. And if we can kind of continue this way and keep building the student support, then there can be some big changes this year.
Fantastic! Thank you so much for joining us. See you around.